Hello and welcome back to this mini-series on emotional regulation strategy. So today we are going to be talking through the 5-4-3-2-1 strategy, which comes from cognitive behavioural therapy, and it's used to ground ourselves during moments of heightened anxiety or intense emotions. So we're going to go through a brief overview today. So step one is to acknowledge and identify 5 things around us. Start by naming 5 things that you can see in your immediate environment, and that's going to help you to bring your focus back to the present moment and away from your anxious thoughts. Then we're going to start to look for 4 things that we can touch, and this is going to help us shift our attention to 4 things that we can physically touch and get tactile with things. And this could be the texture of your clothing, it could be the surface that you're sitting or standing on, or really any object within your reach. Engaging your senses in this way is going to help to ground you in your present reality rather than allowing your mind to run away with those anxious thoughts. Number 3 then is going to be to acknowledge 3 things that you can hear, and try your best to listen to 3 distinct sounds in your environment. It could be the hum of a fan, the chirping of the birds, or even the sound of your own breath. Tuning into those auditory cues is going to further anchor you, like we say, in that present moment. Then we're going to acknowledge 2 things that we can smell. So again, pay as much attention as you can to 2 different scents around you. It might be the smell of coffee, it might be flowers, it might be something else. Try focusing on those smells that can provide you with that additional sensory input, again, to ground you. And then finally, number 5, we are going to think about 1 thing that we can taste. So if you don't have any lingering taste in your mouth from a mint or some chewing gum or what you've just eaten or your drink or something, if you can't detect a taste, simply pay attention to the sensation of your tongue in your mouth and your teeth and things like that. So the way that this works essentially is that it's redirecting our focus away from the overwhelming emotions or anxious thoughts and towards our immediate surroundings. And this engages our senses and it puts it into a bit of a structured manner for us. So 5-4-3-2-1 is quite a nice sort of model that we can use. And as I said, it's about bringing you back into that present moment and helping you to feel like you're regaining a sense of control. So it's going to sort of leverage the principles of mindfulness, but also sensory grounding, to interrupt the spiraling thoughts that will cause us to feel anxious and ultimately bring our attention back to where we are now by engaging with that environment and using those 5 senses. Now, there are a few things to be aware of. So it is a great strategy for managing our anxiety and our emotions, but it's not going to work for everyone and it's not going to work in every situation. So it's really important that you practice this technique. As the saying goes, the best time to fix the roof is when the sun is shining. Practice this technique when you are feeling in a balanced and stable place so that you are familiar with it, so that you can lean on it whenever you need it. And again, if you are experiencing intense anxiety or emotions, remember that there are always people around you, and there are always organisations like Ed Support, or there's myself that you can reach out to if you need some further support.